So I have seen some sort of clips and videos of this, but I haven't got to watch the actual thing yet. And from what I saw, I really enjoyed it. It was really funny, so I want to watch it on stream. And yeah, I think everyone will enjoy it with me. Is from what I've watched, is a really good series. It's really funny, and yeah. So basically, is a league player um learning hardcore WoW. Since we are learning WoW ourselves and we have history with League, it's why not start off the just chatting segment with it? So let's jump in. Let's jump in.
Attention gamers, the other day I logged onto League of Legends for a typical day of work on the Rift.
Yep. Just constantly one shot by Blue King. Sounds right. Yeah.
Defeat.
But instead of following my usual pattern of asking for more pain, today was different. Why stay in this 15-year abusive relationship when there are other attractive candidates on the market? I needed a break and just had to decide on which game to play. A game that was made in
was meant to be.
2008 before the era of ChatGPT tricking me into thinking I've been talking to real women was the game I needed, and just to double down on the amount of time I would be wasting by doing this, I would also be playing the hardcore version of the game. Which outside of a word I type into many search bars is also a mode of this MMO where if your character dies, you are done and all the time you've spent on it goes to shit. What could go wrong?
We will. I want to get to 60 on my normal account first. I think I will try hardcore eventually. But we are nowhere near good enough. I only found out about macros yesterday, so it'll be a while before we try hardcore, but we will get into it at some point.
I knew that a no-name who goes by Soda Papa or something would be creating a streamer guild with Mr. Kiff, which was clearly going well.
He's not dead. He's not dead.
I know. 3, does he understand? Does he f***ing understand? You're both at fault. You are both at fault. I do not give a Why?
He is a coward.
Oh, God. Okay, I'm gonna go out.
And I figured I'm a regular to the big stream world, so I'd shoot my shot.
Who is this Rav guy? Is it the League Rav guy? I don't know who the fuck Rav.
I told him I was kind of a big deal in the most toxic community online, to which he said, bad player at this.
All right, I've seen enough. This is good enough. All right, Rav, you're in the guild. Welcome.
So it was set. Don't worry, during the days I will still be clocking my hours making League of Legends videos. After all, I need that Raid Shadow Legends bag, but at night I will be going by a different identity. A dwarf hunter, aka the class most associated with people who have room temperature IQs, but they get to tame a pet, and according to data only 1% of them actually survive until max level, so there was only one thing left to do.
Why not? Let's go.
I spawn into what I can only imagine the inside of Charlie Sheen's nostril looks like, but I'm freezing my wet dick off, so I talk to my homeboy Stan, who is all like, prove you're not a pussy by killing a few wolves in the area and I'll give you a pair of mittens, which seems like a task and reward combo on par with my pledging a fraternity days back in college, so it should be a cakewalk.
Bro's fucking him like he's doing an ADC. What?
I popped my level up cherry in the process, to which it's customary to say ding in guild chat, and if you
Ding.
don't, you are doing it wrong. Everyone congratulates me, then homie Stan gives me my reward for euthanizing the ragged bitches. I picked up a cute dress in the process, so I was practically ready to start competing in women's sports. Then we got down to business. Some of the local lazy as fuck townsfolk were like, we've got one hell of a trog problem. Rumor is Donna, one of the old dwarfs, had an ugly ass baby decades ago and they just left it out in the cold, but its ugly gene mutated, the thing replicated, and now there's these little short ape looking fuck faces that the dudes back at the village don't want anywhere near their
What the fuck?
wives,
Yeah,
and it
they
was now
are
my
actually
problem to
ugly.
deal
What
with
the
these ugly
fuck?
assholes swinging
What is
phenom bones
wrong
at
with
me.
them?
I run into a few dudes who set up camp out in the woods. I'm thinking to get a little nuts to butt snuggling by the campfire, Brokeback Mountain style, but he whose last name describes his facial hair tells me he triple dog dares me to genocide the village of trolls over there. He says if I get close enough I will see that they are taller than us, fitter than us, and they sound Jamaican, so they are probably good in bed and he can't have them near his
What
wife.
the fuck?
But despite me being concerned over why all these dudes are so insecure about their sex lives, I oblige nabbing me a bit of a slaughter sesh. He's like dope
Bit of a
fist bump, here's an
slaughter
axe,
sesh.
which would be
Love
cool
it.
if I wasn't a hunter, where 90% of my attacks come from my gun, which coincidentally is named the same thing I call my side chick's ass.
Think that's funny, do ya?
Anyways, I meet my first sensei. He teaches me how to poison bitches, among other things. I'm all like, wax on, wax the fuck off, homie, before I have my first interaction with a female. She wasn't the one. Then after eliminating the population of
They
nearly
never are,
every
man, they
race that
never
could have
are.
sex with the native dwarves' wives, I just have to kill one last troll. Now as a League player, I'm not accustomed to the idea of other players wanting to help each other accomplish a common goal, but I give it a
Yep.
go and invite
Sounds
them
about
to my
right.
party. The assassination of Grick near the cold goes smooth as shit, and to that I want to thank these homeboys Sabuer and Penis Veins for their assistance.
Penis
But at
veins.
this point I'm feeling like I'm growing out of my small town roots. I'm able to pull so many trogs at once, I'm more outnumbered than a young Riley Reid on a casting couch, and after being able to finish each one of them off with ease, I figure it's time to visit Sensei
That's
one more time,
wild.
tell him I'm out this bitch, and take my talents to the South Beach, or anywhere away from this cum dumpster wasteland of a starting zone. Turns out the only way out of my incest-ridden hometown is through some supposedly deadly tunnel, as every Tom, Dick, and Harry is warning me against walking through.
I can't get through the pass myself. The trogs in the tunnel are extremely hostile.
So needless to say, my ass cheeks were clenched going in.
Oh. Pure just blood now.
Turns out some bald Chad paved the way, and outside of running away from one ugly
A legend.
fucker, I don't see why that midget was so scared. Anyways, a streamer named after Deli Meats taught me that I can
You can
tag
see the
mobs and
fear
then
in
have
his
this 9 to
eyes.
5 pencil pusher do all the work to kill them while I get all the credit, which is hashtag capitalism. As you can see, I exploited this dumb shit face for a while until he eventually caught on and stopped helping.
Alexi, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. It's nice to have you by. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream.
The gamer in me flamed the NPC, and then instant karma hit, as my first real fight on this side of the tunnel was looking like my last.
Oh no. Oh no. Wait, he's gaming, man. Wait, what?
Not even close, baby. Then I hit the town, gave all the cousins their love
Fair,
letters
fair.
from the pussies on the other side, and I was
This is WoW. Yeah. We're just reacting to a video. It's a classic WoW hardcore.
ready to continue my quest in the new land. Now, small travel tip: if you've never been to Karanos, don't. These were some of the most lazy drunken fucks I've ever met. They had me
Wow.
running around doing dog shit errands for them, like picking up the box of condoms that innkeeper Boleyn left at the campsite. Real boring stuff, and I was planning to leave and hit up that forest with the tall chicks when I saw the most beautiful piece of ass
Hard
in
for
a
the
Yeti
tall
cave.
chicks. Damn.
It was instant chemistry.
So this is how it goes.
That is
This is
until
how
she
it
got
goes.
some of Daddy's bag, and then I was practically invisible to her,
Sexy
so I knew just the way to get her attention.
6'9"
Put
fucking
myself in
copper,
danger
man.
in a one-life version
Spending
of
his
the game,
money.
so she has
Wow.
to save me. It didn't work, and I've deemed tall Queen Sarah a gold-digging bitch because of it. Anyways, I met a dude named Tundra who had a
It's
tall
right.
ass.
It's right.
He left a box of nudes
You
in a
just
cave,
left?
and now some perverted elite Yeti was puppy guarding them. As a level 8, if something like this even touched me, I would be dazed, dead, and dicked over with a pissed off Papa Soda to report to, so I really only had one option. But I had a plan.
Oh shit. Right. You look like a typical Russian streamer of any kind. That's right, one-on-one. The background sentence same and the same thing is only being watched in Russian. I take that as a compliment. People actually used to always call me Russian when I was younger. Apparently it's luck Russian, I guess. Wait, he's actually gaming? What the fuck?
That's right, even a random normie whispered me in amazement of my raw masculinity, and let's just say the box of Tundra's nudes was secured. Now to all the women in my life.
Wouldn't be surprised if you spoke sharply in Russian. No, man. I do not know how to speak any Russian apart from Niet. And, obviously, because I used to be a CSGO player, I learned Suka Bliat. Well, that's about it when it comes to Russian for me.
Who said I was awful at finding that right spot. I'll have you know that when it comes to getting beasts to the literal perfect pixel where an NPC will do my work for me, I was a pro. I had my first run-in with a Chinese bot who stole a chest from me, and then after more mindless questing I hit level 10,
Yep.
which to those of you who didn't waste half your childhood playing
Most
this
common.
game is a big deal for hunters because it means you can learn how to domesticate a beast to be your pet. First you have to prove yourself fit to be a father to sensei by adopting a few temporary bastards,
Father
which
to
is kind of
sensei.
like in middle school where
Wow.
they give you that crying doll as a lesson to teach you to use condoms, and in some cases here I even had to deal with the jealous best friend. Once I proved myself a responsible parent, it was
The
time to
fuck?
find my soulmate, and I already knew what I wanted.
The Elder Crag Boar.
A fucking pig. I named my big black pig Howie, and with that,
Howie.
a new lifelong adventure was about to blossom. A short King Ginger, and the thing that would
Short
ultimately
King.
be responsible
No.
for wiping the guild in a raid. Attention gamers.
Okay. So now I actually do like these videos. They're good.